The ocean is a place where I belong. The thing that keeps me going is the thought of what is out there. Are we going to stumble across the heaviest, thickest wave we've ever seen? And am I going to be able to ride it?
Oh, no. Holy shit.
That comes at a heavy cost.
So many of those waves that he surfs is on a dry rock.
If you hit your head, there's a pretty good chance you're not coming up. It's just scary.
Kirby Brown found his 40-foot giant at the bottom of Australia.
It's like getting me to come to their funeral.
That was the start.
Live next to all the monsters.
These waves are so unpredictable. You could do everything right and it doesn't matter.
There's just no way out.
There were a couple of times where I said I'd step away from this. It was breaking my heart.
I've always had my demons that I've battled with.
Like a determination to self-destruct.
I feel like we're all just forced to be part of this machine from an early age, and that's what I've always struggled with. I feel like that's the monster.
Definitely in a league of his own.
There was no water, it was just a rock. Why do we do this again?
There's a huge fear in not coming home to my family and not being there for my kids. I really don't want to have those thoughts going through my head while I'm trying to do what I do.
Oh my God.
We can always just watch a scary movie at my place. Dude, we need something super creepy or I'm out. You want something really creepy? How about a night locked in here? Pop-up Halloween store in a creepy lot? Awesome. Booyah!
Final notice.
A spirit that can't let go of his life? Possibly someone who died here. Alec Windsor. We're doing something Saturday. 3 of us. Best holiday of the year, just like always. But the store closed and we're still inside.
You mean the store's locked and we're trapped inside?
Was that there before?
Ask the right questions, you'll get the right answers.
Is Alec Windsor roaming tonight? What does he want?
Oh my God, what's happening?
For 1 hour on the anniversary of their death, they can possess things or people.
Death will end tonight.
He's not answering his phone.
He's with his buddies. He's fine.
Holy cow. Seal with a sacrifice to set him free.
Carson, now! Your girlfriend is a little scary. Hi.
Jesus befaler oss å bygge på fjell. Når storm og regn kommer, har han lovt at det skal forbli stående. Kirken skal stå her.
Jeg er redd det ikke lar seg gjøre.
Hvorfor ikke?
Området tilhører samene. De snakket om noe de ikke har kontroll. Noe åndelig.
Dette stedet tilhører noen vår herre.
Mataraka. Så det er en gammel samisk gravplass.
Alle mennesker trenger en lederskikkelse. En som virker samlende og kan vise vei.
Vi har en synder iblant oss. Og som vi alle vet,
Herren dømmer og Herren straffer.
I går hadde vi et dødsfall. I dag ser det ut til at det kan bli 2 nye.
Er det en slags forskrudd profeti som blir kastet over oss? Rens oss! Hvordan kan du legge deg rolig og sove om kvelden når du ikke vet om du våkner i din egen seng eller i helvete?
Get off stage, get off stage, get off stage. We're about to start the show. Cue lights.
I just feel like I'm not normal. Because when I'm at school or something, I just feel really out of place.
A lot of kids have been told for so long that they are different, that they believe it.
I'm trying to combat that, but it's just become a fear of mine of being excluded.
People tend to judge. But all kids have the ability to be successful.
All right, let's see it. 1, 2, 3. 1.
The arts are an amazing equalizer. That's why I call it ballet for all kids, because in my class, they're all learning ballet. And the benefits of ballet: self-esteem, self-confidence, focus, motor skills. The list goes on and on and on. That's for any kid. But what that does to a kid who's been told their whole life that they're different and they're not as good as the rest of the world, it's miraculous. They're gonna open the curtains. Okay? Are we ready? Are we set?
Are we gonna sing along?
Yes, of course!
I wanna put on my boogie shoes. Yeah! I wanna put on my boogie shoes.
My name's Leonard. Well, it's nice to meet you, Will.
Why are you here?
I suppose I'm here to make friends with you. And your dad's too. But my heart is broken.
Why is it broken?
Because of what I have to do today.
There is a woman carrying something that looks like a pick with a chain and a mallet head.
You see, the four of us have a very important job to do. In fact, it might be the most important job in the history of the world. We were called and are united by a common vision, which has now become the command that we cannot ignore. The four of us are here to prevent the apocalypse. Your family has been chosen to make a horrible decision. If you fail to choose, the world will end.
Girls believe in paranormal activity, spirits. A demonologist.
No, I don't.
Well, I do, because I'm gonna be playing one.
Clayton! Hey! Donald, what's up?
Dudley! I didn't know they were going this way on this part. I sincerely hope that at some point this year you do work.
The director really liked you, man. They want you back in for a callback on Monday.
Yes!
I need this role.
I saw your ad on the internet about the demonologist. I need you to trust me. There can be no lies, or the ritual will have very little chance of success.
Ritual.
An exorcism.
It's human blood.
Shall we get started? Demons come in many forms.
I need to be great, or else they're gonna give the role to Donald.
You told me you already had this part. That was a lie.
You're scared! I am not scared! Are you out of your mind? What are you hiding from? How do I get out of here?
You don't. I've been waiting for you my whole life.
Hubris is a state of overconfidence. Discussions of hubris always played into our training. We were maybe overconfident in our ability to control things. Alpine Meadows was one of the most hazardous avalanche areas in the country.
Then you tie in the terrain. It's steep right from the top right to the base. On top of that, we're in a climate that has greatly fluctuating temperatures. It was just this wonderful little avalanche machine.
I will never forget the morning of the 31st, waking up and seeing the snow. It was snowing sideways. The wind sounded like a jet engine.
When we found out the mountain was closed that morning, we headed back into the house. It wasn't like there was any premonition there. It was just, yeah, stay here, be warm.
I called and Bernie answered the phone. Then he said, hold on.
And then...
This footage has just come in from the Lake Tahoe area.
The Summit building was totally destroyed.
Child was what the people.
Rescue was found. The death toll of the avalanche now stands.
If there was any hope to find any survivors, the time was really of the essence.
2 bodies were recovered, but there were still 3 out there somewhere, and the grim work went on.
I spent most of the day searching outside the building. Bridget wasn't fooling around. She was on full alert.
Helicopters are standing by to work on avalanche control.
Get yourself ready for this, because no one's walking away from it.
My heart sank. Did we miss something?
Is there any hope at all for the missing people to be alive at this point?
A miracle.
it would be a miracle.
Est-ce que je peux poser une question? Est-ce que vous êtes ensemble? Mais pourquoi tu dis ça? Parce que c'est des temps de couple, enfin je sais pas. Bah on s'est rapprochés parce qu'on est meilleurs. Sûr et certain.
C'est passé quelque chose.
Dis-moi. Rémi, arrête. Rémi,
Increment and initialize. Move the pencil. Complete this task within the allotted time. If the task is not completed within acceptable parameters, your daughter will die. Task complete. Turn the page. Fill the bucket. Build a castle.
How many more of these tests are there?
Eileen! Eileen, get up!
Save Roger.
My husband. What did you do to me? Why are you doing this?
Come with us.
Where's my daughter?
Calm down.
I'm very calm.
So what is it then? Do you think I was possessed?
Look at you dying for an explanation. Trying to give everything a name. Fooling yourself into thinking you're in control, boy.
It ain't right. That's the fact. She can't be out here just running loose, something like that.
That girl. The same as she was yesterday and the day before that. The fact is, the only thing that's changed is you.
How do I stop her from doing it again?
What makes you think I can stop her?
Is there any way to protect yourself from it?
Here, take this chicken leg. Put it over your dough. Matter of fact, there's a whole bunch of them over here. Take them.
That's it.
Do you need a pen?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I can find one. Here. I am your man with the pen. Here.
Thank you.
Sorry, what are you doing? I mean, sorry, what are you writing?
Lyrics, sort of.
You write songs?
Sort of.
Always in bookstores?
Not usually. It's been a weird day.
Can I see what you got so far?
May the 4th?
Like the date?
Yes, but also the title.
May the 4th be with you.
No.
Can I help you, gentlemen? No, mira. Hey, Lambioso.
That seems to be the problem, Joe.
Well, what the problem is, you need to tell your grandpa that he needs to get with the program.
Okay, and what's
¿Dónde está mi dinero? Every month, this much.
You must have come to the wrong place, because we got no money.
Well, then I'm gonna take something. Any suggestions?
Just keep walking, man.
Hey, don't turn your fucking back on me. Hey, Destroyero.
Get you, white boy.
You're fast. My bullet's faster. Round 1. Round 2. I'm gonna see you soon.
So the economic situation we're currently in, I think a lot of people assume is just what happens, right?
Yeah, people think the economy is like the weather. The economy is not the weather. It's not a set of uncontrollable forces that we just have to sort of try to protect ourselves from as much as possible. People set the rules for capitalism.
Greed's been with us forever, and there have always been businessmen setting the rules to favor themselves. So what was holding them back?
In the middle of the 20th century, norms and laws set the different standard and understanding in terms of what Americans expected. That basically was a social contract between business, government, and labor that said, you know what, we're all gonna do our part to ensure that we all have a pretty decent standard of living. And you had really strong labor unions that gave workers a real voice in the conditions of their work and of the business practices and business strategies.
It wasn't just the generosity of the CEOs that made capitalism a little more humane. It was that the labor movement fought a fight, and the government backed them up with worker laws, workers' rights laws.
Those laws, in addition to mid-century norms, are what kept my grandfather and other CEOs in check. I remember talk around the dinner table about the notorious strike way back in 1941, when nearly every worker walked off the job to protest unfair pay. Grandpa and Uncle Walt didn't like being told what to do by anyone, but they didn't have a choice.
Walt did everything he possibly could, but unions were incredibly powerful. And so Walt Disney had to capitulate.
God does not abandon his children. You are good, dear Carmen, and you will live eternally in bliss.
When will that happen?
When will what happen?
Bliss.
When you die, of course.
I know it's unusual in this day and age to devote your life to something spiritual.
Hey, good morning, Em.
But ever since my mother's issues, I've always felt a calling to help people.
Natalie's parents believe that she is being possessed by some sort of evil entity.
She's not as scary as she looks.
She can hear you.
You're my favorite person here. Us girls, we gotta stick together in this place.
We have a female student in the class, only as an observer. Because as you know, women are strictly forbidden from performing exorcism.
Female surgeons were once unthinkable. Somebody had to be the first.
When you enter the room of the possessed, you are walking onto a battlefield.
Strike terror, Lord, into the beast, now defiling this innocent child.
I can't hear you.
No!
Natalie, I'm here. I'm here with you. This little light of mine.
You have a gift.
I'd like to teach her. This relationship, it's personal.
We all have a personal relationship with God.
Not with God.
This feeling has followed me my entire life.
You got my invitation.
We've been waiting for you.